that they keep a safe distance from this driver, and their hope is that other cars just get out of the way as this person continues, because really they don't have many options when this driver is going at such a high speed. But as you can see, he is now getting off, it appears, perhaps getting onto a surface street again. Nope. Okay, he's going back onto the freeway. Obviously, he's trying to evade that CHP cruiser behind him, but I believe he is in the Downey area at this point. He was just in Cerritos. Earlier, we saw him in Bellflower on the surface streets here. Still on the westbound 105. I believe this is also approaching near the 605. Oh, he's getting off again, I believe. Okay, you can just see how he is swerving in and out of different lanes. Now he is getting onto, I believe, is this, if our producers could let us know, is this a surface street that he's getting off on right now? It's a little dark right now, so unfortunately we can't really make out the street signs at this point. But yes, you can see he is now getting off. Oh, he was going to make a right. Now he's making a left here in the Downey area on a surface street. But wow, look at that, the cruiser right behind him. They are not letting him go. And the flashing lights and the sirens obviously going. You could see the other cars out there now stopping. But certainly a dangerous situation for people who are out there right now. This is 9:49 p.m. A lot of people out on a Saturday night enjoying themselves. Certainly you could see some of the people on bicycles and the pedestrians obviously right near here, because this is a very residential area. So this person's still going very fast, still keeping those freeway speeds. I believe, again, he is going about 80 miles per hour. He was going faster earlier, but this is, again, the second time he's gotten off on surface streets. He was originally in the Bellflower area. Woo, just look at him plowing through that intersection. The red light's there. He is not showing any signs of slowing down. But at this point, it's unclear exactly where he's headed or what he's wanted for.
And right now, Peter, it looks like he's on the wrong side of the road again. You can see the cruiser there trying to catch up with him on the right side of the road. Don't know what the tactic is for something like this, possibly a pit maneuver if he can get over in the other side. But, you know, wondering what is going through law enforcement's head right now, because sometimes we see CHP or LAPD kind of pull off from pursuits, but we don't know what the driver is wanted for. It must be something pretty serious for them to continue on this pursuit in such a dangerous manner. Oh, look at that.
Between those two cars going on the wrong side. Okay, we did just get an update. This is Paramount Boulevard in the Downey area near the 710 freeway. But right now you could see, oh my gosh, he is on the wrong side of the road. You have to worry about the other cars that are coming on the opposite side. Okay, he's getting over now right in front of that that vehicle there, the CHP vehicle. And you could see he is just completely reckless and dangerous, going at a very fast speed on Paramount Boulevard here in Downey. Luckily, he was going on the wrong side of the road. Now he did get over at least into the correct lanes.
It looks like they're trying to do a pit maneuver right there.
There we go. There's the pit.
And what happens at this point is always dangerous for officers.
It is over for him.
We sure hope so. This continues to be Downey right now. I'm trying to get an exact location at what street this is on. But such a scary situation for officers right now, because we don't know if, I'm not sure, Peter, if we know there is a possible passenger in the car, or if this driver is solo, if this person is possibly armed. So a very dangerous situation for both those cruisers right there, as their guns are drawn, probably ordering the driver to come out. You know, it looks like the driver's side of the door is pinned there. He might have to go out on the other side, the passenger side. But we're certainly glad that this has come to an end. What a dangerous night this has been.
And it's relatively peaceful end, too, because this could have seriously hurt someone or killed someone when you saw how fast he was going and on the wrong side of the road several points throughout this chase. It is miraculous that this was able to come to a stop so quickly. And kudos to the CHP. I mean, they were not letting this guy go. And you saw that pit maneuver, just a classic takedown pit maneuver of this vehicle. And there it is on the right side of your screen. That turned several times, came to a screeching halt right there on Paramount Boulevard. And you could see the other CHP cruiser then swooped in as well. And they were able to get this guy to then come to basically put him behind bars here. They're going to take him in. He's going to be charged with several different things, obviously not just for leading police on a chase, but also many of the dangerous things that he did throughout this chase, including putting the public at risk. So certainly this is now coming to an end, and it seems that the driver there has no other option but to get out. But sometimes, Andrea, you know, we've covered several chases in the past where the driver doesn't want to get out, and so they have to kind of keep them you know, at a standoff.
And you're
until
talking about that beautiful pit maneuver. We just replayed that. We saw one of the officers who made that pit maneuver tried to do it just a couple seconds before that. They were looking for any opportunity to stop this person because, as we saw earlier, he was driving on the wrong side of the street. So they wanted to make sure this came to a peaceful conclusion. But it's not over until this person is actually in handcuffs, so you can see the huge response there by CHP officers who have been tracking this person for a while. You know, I just joined you later in the pursuit coverage, Peter, but it looked like this person was on the wrong side of the freeway at one point as well.
On the 405 freeway, northbound, he was driving the southbound lanes, and, you know, obviously any type of a chase is a huge concern for law enforcement, but especially when that person is going against traffic and on the wrong side of the road. And we did see several cars swerving to get out of his way. There he goes. Okay, the door is open.
Passenger side.
He is getting out the passenger side, hands up.
Like hands up, yep. Both hands are up at one, yep.
So this is luckily coming to an end here, very peaceful.
Is there movement in the back seat? I don't know if that's a reflection. I don't know if I see something moving back there as well.
Perhaps. It could just be the lights. Oh, you're right.
There is somebody possibly in the back seat or the passenger seat.
So there is somebody back there, and we don't know if that person is a suspect or an accomplice. Oftentimes I believe it's a woman who actually, now that we're taking a closer look at this, that looks like a woman.
Somebody might still be in the driver's seat, though. So that might have been a passenger who came out. Looks like there might be another passenger in the back seat as well.
Okay, they're taking her into custody. That is a woman.
That driver might still be in the driver's side.
And as you mentioned, Andrea, we just saw some hands. I think the hands are still sticking out of the sunroof there of that car. So, yes, definitely more than one person in that vehicle. We did just see a woman comply with the officer's orders. She backed up. She has now been put in handcuffs. So we don't know what the situation is with the other person. We do see some movement there. The hands are, okay, there they are again through the sunroof.
Up to the sunroof, And you can only imagine that officers are just telling these people to put their hands up, get out of the vehicle. Not sure why it's taking so long for these people to get out.
Okay, so now that we're getting a closer look here, it looks like perhaps two people, right? Because there looks like somebody is in the front seat, the driver's side, and then there's somebody perhaps in the back seat.
Yes.
So then we just also saw that woman get out of the passenger side. So multiple people were inside this car during this wild pursuit. So you have to wonder again if these were accomplices in some type of a crime with that driver, or if these were just innocent people who were perhaps taken hostage or were just simply bystanders in all this. But right now, that driver still behind the wheel, but it looks like the hands are up, and as well as the person in the back seat who have stuck their hands to the sunroof.
And I think we're going to show the amazing pit maneuver in just a bit, basically kind of like the highlight reel of this pursuit. We were seeing this driver on and off of side streets and freeways, at one point going the wrong way at freeway speeds on side streets here in the Downey and the Paramount area. It was a beautiful pit maneuver by CHP officers. Tried a couple of times to do this pit maneuver when the driver was on the wrong side of the road. So amazing, though, Peter. We saw the driver go through cars on the wrong side of the road. This could have ended really, really dangerously. And there is that pit maneuver, just a classic pit maneuver, and coming right into the driver's side, and then another vehicle gets the back side.
Okay, we've got now a man out of the vehicle. He's seeming like he's not agreeing with the officers. He's shaking his hands right now. He's facing them. He's supposed to be coming out with his hands behind his head,
and usually
walking backwards and getting on the ground. But he's still apparently trying to put up a fight. Oh, there he goes. Okay, so now he is going to apparently follow directions and perhaps get on the ground. There he goes. Still a bizarre scene out here, considering not only this guy, but there were several other people in the car, and he wasn't necessarily obeying orders at first, so I don't know what's going on.
And I'm not sure if that was the driver. It looks like there is no activity in the driver's side right now, so that could have been the driver.
I think it was, because I think the driver's, yeah, that was the driver. I think he got out of the passenger side.
And it looked like a female passenger came out earlier, and it looked like there was somebody else in the back seat. Don't know if that person has already gotten out, but it looks like this person, maybe there was a struggle.
Okay. Yeah, sometimes even though they get down on the ground, they do resist and put up a bit of a fight. And I think that's probably what's going on here, because you can see several officers are now on top of him. He is still, and you know, it makes sense considering he was driving so erratically and so dangerously that even in the final moments of this pursuit. Even when they're trying to put him in handcuffs, he's still resisting.
Yeah, we don't know if this person was armed. We see that he was wanted for reckless driving, but there could have been other warrants for this person. This person could have been armed, so officers need to take every precaution to make sure their safety and the public safety is intact. But we can see that hopefully cuffs are getting put on this guy, and he's going to be hauled off, and a peaceful end to what could have been a horrible, horrible pursuit.
All right. Well, again, this is now coming to an end here in the Paramount area. Crisscross several freeways starting from Garden Grove all the way through Bellflower and Cerritos. Now here coming to an end on the streets of Paramount. All right. We're going to continue moving on here on KCAL 9 News. And KCAL 9 News at 10 is about to start right now.
We have breaking news.